My name is Vivian, and today I catch up with my friend Sarjit Mclinton, who is Malaysian born and is a great cook and also has a very unique migration story. Thanks for having me, Sarj.
No, thank you for coming, Vivian. Oh, don't worry about Gus.
Oh, hey, Gus. He's a happy dog, isn't he?
Let me show you my first pantry essentials.
Let's have a look.
Now, this is not all, you know.
Okay.
So this is the
start.
Of course, the start. I want to show you that how easy it is to get pineapples these days in a can.
Yeah.
But I grew up with pineapples in Malaysia.
Real pineapple fruit in the
The
garden.
real one from the
Yeah.
garden.
Good.
And later on, I'm going to show you how to make some chickpea pakoras.
Okay.
So they are fritters,
Sounds
right?
good. Yep.
Do you know chickpea in the 70s? Not many people knew about it.
No, it'll be very hard to find.
Very hard to find.
Yeah.
And of course, basin basically means it's a chickpea flour. So it
Okay.
translates to,
chickpea,
flour.
yeah.
Yeah, to chickpea flour. And then where would we be without the
Good old
coconut
coconut
milk
cream.
or
Yeah.
coconut cream? Now, those days I grew up with 80 coconut trees in my
Oh,
backyard.
wow.
Can you imagine 80 of them?
In your own garden.
In my own garden.
Yeah.
And today everything comes in a can.
In a tin. Yeah, it's so easy. Go to the shops and you buy everything you need.
So easy, you know. And then, of course, the Malaysian pantry wouldn't be without the curry powder.
Yes.
Now, the varieties of mixes of curry powders, you know. Obviously, curry powders come from whole spices.
Yeah.
Like cumin, your coriander, and, your fennel seed,
Yeah.
cloves, cinnamon, and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Even though this one states a meat curry powder, it's actually not necessarily has meat in it.
No.
It is basically just spices.
Just spices all grounded up.
All grounded
and then
up,
you can just
you
put
know.
them in your cooking.
And not only for modern day use, but also back in Malaysia,
Yeah.
they still use curry powders that's already ground
It's
up.
just easy, isn't it?
Easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Lastly, I am going to show you how to make a rojak as well.
Okay.
And part of the rojak, of course, we're going to use some sesame seeds at the top to sprinkle.
Oh, nice.
It'll be nutty, it'll be
Yeah.
nice, you
A
know.
bit of garnish on top.
Yeah. And my second pantry essentials are my sauces
In here.
and my spices.
Oh, looks
Yeah.
good.
One of them, of course, satay.
Satay is so Malaysian, isn't it? You gotta have it.
Absolutely so Malaysian, you know. But instead of taking so long to put it together, and in the Western world, I think, we might as well use it. Today, I'm going to show you how to make something with this, and it's
Sounds
called
good.
rojak. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, where will we be without our chili sauces? Now, this is the sriracha, the hot one.
I love sriracha.
The hotter it is, the better.
Yeah, we love our spice.
We absolutely love it. So I am going to add some spice to our rojak sauce.
Sounds good.
And then, of course, the sweet chili sauce is another one
Yes.
that we all need in our pantry because it's great for dipping, but also it actually mellows the flavor down and it creates such a flavorful things because of the sweetener to balance things out.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, I can't do without my ketchup manis.
Oh, the sweet soy sauce.
The sweet soy
Yeah.
sauce, and it's so thick, it is like molasses.
Yeah.
You know, and you can add it to your stir fries, you can add it to your, if you're marinating something. But today I am going to show you how to make a sauce out of
Okay.
this, okay?
Looks good.
Now, being in the West, I could never do without my tomato sauce.
All right.
Tomato sauce
Yeah.
is what I need when I need to create some umami-ness,
Yeah.
for my food.
A bit of depth and some sweetness as well.
Yeah, it just brings out the best out of everything.
Okay.
Even though it's just a basic tomato sauce, but then when you have children,
Yeah.
when you're bringing up your children, they love their tomato
Love it,
sauce in
yeah.
the West on everything.
That's
and
right.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Now, my spices. Today I'm going to show you how to make some pakoras. Now with the pakoras, definitely I'll be needing some cumin, ground cumin, some turmeric,
Yep.
and of course the garam masala.
Garam masala.
Garam masala being something that, garam meaning warm, masala meaning spices.
Yeah.
So there's about 5 or 6 different varieties of spices blended in there.
Oh, okay.
And that's where you get the best flavors out of anything. You can sprinkle it.
Yeah.
Just after cooking, or you can actually add it during cooking.
Yeah.
So here's my pantry. Now you have
good.
seen me.
Oh, I'm glad I've seen this now. I can start buying up and stocking up my pantry.
Pictures tell many stories, don't they?
Yes.
But let me tell you about Malaysia. Malaysia, I am Malaysian born Indian, of Indian descent, Indian heritage. And of course, as you know, Malaysia is a melting pot of cultures, predominantly, of course, Malays, Chinese and Indian.
Yes.
And then along the way, of course, you've got many other races who have come to reside in Malaysia.
That's right.
This is why Malaysia's richness in heritage, produces such wonderful food.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful
So
food.
much variety.
Yeah. Now, with the picture, here's my grandma over here.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know, I come from a big family, a family of 9.
Wow. Big
Grandma
family.
also had a big family.
Back in the days, it was always
Back
big
in the
families.
days,
Yeah.
we're looking at 60s for me,
Yeah.
and of course for them, far back from there. And here I am at the age of 16. Those were the
so
days.
young.
Sweet 16.
Yeah. Oh, look at you back then.
And then, of course, this is in my garden.
Yeah.
I came from a garden, grew up in a garden of 4 acres.
Wow, it's a
I
huge
had
block.
80 coconut trees.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah, 80 coconut trees and pineapples.
And along the way, of course, I have got some pictures that, oh my goodness, my family pictures.
Yeah.
Is with my youngest sister
So
and
you
mum.
many brothers and sisters. And would you be all cooking together as a family? And would it bring back memories, of being in a big family and sitting together for a meal?
The best time to actually gather around, cooking food together and talking about our past and present, etc., was during the Festival of Light called Diwali.
Oh, Diwali, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Big festival.
Big festival. And it will take us about a week to prepare all the goodies, and then the night before we would stay up whole night, knowing that our visitors are coming next day.
Yes.
We will still stay up, we will talk about stories, talk about past, and do all that cooking. And I really miss those years.
Yeah.
Really miss my years.
Yeah, but it sounds like a lovely childhood.
Beautiful childhood.
Yeah.
Actually, beautiful childhood. And then, of course, the time came when I actually met my husband.
Yes, and that's the story that I'm interested in. How did you move from Malaysia to Australia?
Unbelievable. This is the young man. So, of course, this was
This is the man
photo
that stole your heart.
that stole my heart.
This is your husband, Stephen.
Yeah. My husband, Stephen.
He was a young lad back then.
Yeah, he was a young lad, and he came to Malaysia at the age of 23. And, of course, he happened to meet me.
Yes.
We met and we got engaged 3 days later.
Wow.
In secret.
Oh my goodness.
In secret.
Yeah, that would have been very controversial back in the days.
Absolutely, because in the 70s, and 60s, 70s, I don't know, in the 80s even, they didn't allow
Yeah.
cultural mix, let alone they called it, white man to take away their daughter, for example. And I had 6 brothers.
Oh, okay.
And they were so protective of me.
course,
So
yeah.
protective.
Yeah.
And of course, my father had passed away by that time, but my uncles and my mum would not allow me
No.
to be with him.
Yeah.
But eventually, I actually introduced him to my family on my 21st birthday.
Oh,
I was
really?
so looking forward to my 21st birthday because I knew when I turned 21, I would become independent.
Right. Yep. You're
And
an
then-
adult.
Adult,
You can do
and
whatever you want.
I could do whatever I want, and I could, fly with him to get married, for example. So this is the photo.
This is your 21st
Yeah,
birthday.
my 21st, and he was 23.
I can see the pineapple there.
Probably from my garden. That was the first time that my family got to meet my husband, Stephen.
Oh, really? So everybody met him then at that time?
But at that time, they were still a bit too
Unsure.
embarrassed and
Yeah.
unsure. They weren't coming forward like in person to greet him.
Oh,
they would be looking at him through behind closed doors, like open the door slightly or the curtain
Yeah.
slightly, to look through to see who he was. And then behind the scene, grandma, aunties, uncle, they started talking to each other. Who is he? Who is this white man? What is he doing here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
the
Very, very bold of him.
very bold of
Must
him.
have taken a lot of confidence to meet the family.
I just cannot believe how bold I was.
Oh, you as well, definitely.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness! Because he, a few days later, he asked, my family in hand for my marriage, and they said no,
Oh, wow.
absolutely no.
Yeah.
So I really, it was such a what overwhelming thing for me to,
At that time.
At that time.
A short space as well.
Absolutely, because I was in love.
Yeah.
And they couldn't see
yes, of course.
that, that this marriage was actually going to work. I think they were more concerned about if this was going to work or not. So how I got to be in Australia, well, 5 months after I met Stephen, right? Here are the scenes, oh my goodness, at the airport.
Oh.
So my family did not agree.
No.
And what I ended up doing is that I said to them that I'm 21 now. Legally, I can marry by, without their consent. I said, with or without your blessing, I'm going.
Yep.
And because in 5 months, my husband had written to me that many letters.
Oh. So he had gone home?
He had gone back home.
Yep. And he's from, where is he?
He's from Jersey.
From Jersey.
From the Channel Islands.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the UK.
In the UK,
Yep.
you see. So he kept writing letters to me. Every day there will be 1 or 2 arriving.
Wow, that's dedication.
Eventually my family gave in. And
So you at the airport?
At the airport,
Yep.
70 of them rocked up at the airport.
70?
With all the wedding presents.
Oh, because I couldn't obviously be at the wedding.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
you're only allowed to carry 20 kilo.
Oh no, of course.
And then I got to, of course, the UK.
So you went to UK first?
The very first time I flew, or anyone flew from my home, anyone from my family, the very first time. And the very first time I was about to experience a new culture, a new life.
Yeah.
So this is,
That's your
we
wedding?
got married a week later.
A week later?
A week later
Is that in
after
Jersey?
arriving, in Jersey.
That's a lovely photo.
Oh, thank
What year
you.
was that in?
That was in 79.
79.
Yeah.
Okay, 1979.
1979, long way away,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. 7 years later, we decided after our first son was born that it was time for us to be closer to my home, to my culture, considering that it was so hard to find all the dishes that made me miss home.
Of course, you must be homesick, and food is such a good,
so homesick.
good reminder of your home and your
Exactly.
heritage.
You know how they say food warms the heart? My heart wasn't warmed at all.
There's something missing.
So Stephen decided that, it was time for us to pack our bags and maybe emigrate to Australia. So we got accepted. So many.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think we're going to head to the kitchen and start cooking some
Shall we?
pakoras and rojak.
Let's do the pakora and rojak.
Yep,
let's go.
So we've got a nice spread in front of us. We're going to be making rojak.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
But I've got family and friends coming over this
Oh,
afternoon
yes, that's
for
going to
lunch.
be good. Yeah.
So can you help me prepare
yes,
some,
I'd
please?
love to, and learn what you need to do to make rojak.
Thank you. And I have brought out my pantry essentials. So here we have got the sweet chili from the pantry, and we've got the satay sauce, kecap manis, and of course the hot sriracha.
So they're the items that we've gone through already.
Absolutely. And then I have got here, for the rojak ingredient, we need some lettuce, cucumber, and bean shoots. Of course, give or take, entirely up to you what you want to use and what you want to omit. And then I have got some pineapple. Do you know rojak and gado-gado? So rojak in Malaysia, meaning like a mix of something, right? In Indonesia, gado-gado, of course, they have a similar dish.
Yeah.
And it also means the same. It's simply Indonesians love to use more fruit than vegetables.
So more heavy on fruit, and yours is more of a vegetable version.
That's it, more vegetables. But I like to have a little bit of each.
Yeah.
If I had mangoes, then I would add that too.
If it's in season, then you add it. Yeah. Okay. Looks good.
And then we've got some garnishes as well. So we've got, some seeds over here. Pumpkin and sunflower seeds to, give you a little bit of protein, along with the nuts, peanuts, of course. And then I've got the tomato sauce there too. I've also brought out some peanut butter.
Okay.
Because if you don't have the satay sauce in your pantry, you could actually do with the peanut butter.
Just, a jar of peanut butter in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely perfect. And then later on, we're going to garnish with some sesame seeds, and of course, fried shallots.
Yeah.
Let's get cooking.
Let's do it. Okay, how can I help? What can I do?
Okay, what I'd like you to do in this bowl here, if you like to break up some lettuce leaves, and along with it, add all the ingredients that you see over there, minus the lemon and of course the egg.
We'll leave that till later?
Yep. In the meantime, I'm going to assemble some sauce.
Okay, sure.
Let's
Sounds
get
good.
cracking.
Let's start it. Now, let me know, Sarj. I mean, Rojak, is this something that you grew up with? Like, is it one of your most, favourite dish growing up in Malaysia?
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you asked.
I guess it is then.
Because Rojak has always been my childhood favorite.
Oh, really? Wow.
So when I started working actually pretty early, to help the family with some income as well. Because, like you heard me say earlier that, family of 9.
Yeah,
and,
big family to feed.
So it was good for me to start working early as well. So the Rojak stall is like a hawker stall, street food.
Yeah.
It used to be really directly outside my office building.
Okay.
I didn't have to go very far, just cross the road.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was very naughty then because my mother had already packed me some lunch.
Oh, did she? Oh, no.
As a teenager, she really thought, oh, my daughter needs some, good healthy lunch, and she'll pack me.
Oh.
Maybe it might be some roti or,
Oh, really? Roti? And you chose Rojak over roti?
Exactly. And then some homemade curries, right?
Oh,
but
wow.
I would swap that
For this?
for this.
Oh, wow. So you definitely must have loved it then.
So you can see why it is my childhood favorite,
Yeah, and it's so fresh. I mean, I guess Malaysia is quite a humid country.
That's
and
right.
it's such a, light dish because it's got lots of fresh veggies and a bit of fruit and some nice sauces. So
I am now going to, I've reserved this pineapple juice, so never throw it out.
Okay.
Because it really makes a good dressing.
Nice sweet
Yep.
dressing.
So just add a little bit
Yeah.
of that into it. So, so it'll be nice and fluid that you can actually pour on
Yeah.
top of your salad.
Okay.
Here we go. I
Looks
think I
good.
am going to add a little bit of that peanut butter as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
It smells good from here.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I love all the vibrant colours and the crunch and
Isn't it?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be so delicious.
I can actually hear all that, the crunch
Yeah.
that you've been adding in there.
I know. I'm actually looking forward to
Yeah,
this.
you got some coriander there too, so
Yeah,
you can
put a bit of
actually,
this in.
so pluck the leaves and you can
Yeah.
actually just do that in there too. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. So again, you can build your own, and the acid in the pineapple juice, there will be plenty.
Yep.
But I quite like the extra addition of that lemon juice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, my sauce is ready now. And how are you going with
Yep,
yours?
so
You got the
it's all
tofu
coming
and
together.
everything else?
Got a bit of this, got a bit of
Yep.
that.
Shall we cut up some eggs as well?
Yeah, sure.
And so if you pass me that plate, and I'll cut up some eggs.
Yep.
And what I'll do, maybe I'll arrange it on the sides.
Sure.
Shall I? Yeah.
So it's about the presentation as
About
well.
the presentation,
Yeah, looks nice.
Yep. And then
Passing them.
we will swap around, and I'll get you to add all the ingredients that you have mixed in the center here.
Yep. So I'll just grab the tongs maybe and neatly place them in there.
Here we are. I
Got a
could do
bit of
with
a
one
toss.
more egg, I think,
Yep.
in here. Yeah.
And one more egg.
That'll be great. Thank you. You could cut the eggs smaller if you like. Yep. Or, the way I have done it in halves. Yeah, that goes in the middle.
Put that over here.
Yep.
Wow,
That's
that
in the
looks
middle.
so
How
nice.
vibrant is
Look
that?
at the colours.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to
So
add some
tasty.
pineapples in between as well. Yep. So we can have a mouthful each of salty, sweet, sour, hot, all of that.
Yeah.
And let's drizzle with some sauce.
Yep. Yep.
Here we go. So this is the sauce.
Wow.
It's looking lovely
That looks really
and
good.
vibrant as well. Woohoo! The
Wow,
more
look
the
at the
merrier,
colour.
okay?
Wow.
The more you have it, the better it is. Ooh, I think a little bit left over for me for later because I know
You would like
I
extra
will
dressing.
be wanting it more.
Yeah.
Now, to that, you do as you wish. So, for example, we have got some peanuts to garnish.
Yep.
Yeah. So just go.
Sprinkle
How
a bit
nice
on.
does that look
Oh,
now?
I can just. It's got everything. It's got the crunchiness. It's got the chewiness
That's
from
it.
the tofu, and you got the nuts on top
And some
the fruit.
seeds.
And yeah, wow.
Oh my goodness. And
Ta-da!
here we have
Wow,
it.
that looks so good. That
And
looks so nice.
Let's serve it.
Yeah, we're gonna get it ready for the lunch party coming up soon.
Absolutely. Let's
That's
go.
good. Let's go. Okay, so what are we making for our next dish?
We're making pakoras.
Oh, good.
Did you see my pantry item
That's
earlier?
right, you were saying that earlier, weren't you?
So we
Yeah.
had the basin flour, the chickpea flour.
Yes.
That's so well known now.
Yeah,
Like I was saying before in the 70s, oh my goodness.
so hard to find.
So hard to find,
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you only
now it's
had
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of normal flour, the chickpea flour is all nutty, and it's full of protein.
Yeah.
And it's great for vegans.
Yeah.
So this dish is literally a vegan dish. Did you know that my mother used to make it.
Oh, yeah?
And I had no idea it was a vegan dish.
You just ate it because it was
I
delicious.
just ate it. Delicious, delicious balls of fluffs,
Yeah.
really. So that's what they were. So what I've done, I've
Yep.
actually pre-prepared some of the besan flour in here.
Yep.
And then I have added, remember from my pantry items, I had the turmeric, the garam masala,
Yep.
and the cumin seeds. Yep. So I have added those in here already.
Yep.
This is called when your visitors are coming along very shortly.
Yep.
So I thought I better get
Whip
cracking.
something.
So prepare it in advance, so you can prepare all the dry ingredients in here,
Yep.
right? And then you mix in with the obviously water after. In here, however, I have also added a little bit of baking powder. Originally, pakoras were made simply using chickpea flour.
Okay.
But as you know, that chickpea can be dense. What my family liked,
Yeah.
especially in Australia, my boys, they loved the fluff
Yeah, the
inside.
big fluffy pakora.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we ended up mixing in half and half chickpea and half self-raising flour.
Yeah.
And along the way, if you wanted to aid it to rise again, you just add a little bit of baking powder.
Exactly. That's
Really?
a good tip. Thank you for that.
Okay, are you ready to mix?
Let's get started.
Yay!
What can I do?
Okay, if you like to help me
Yep, just
mix
mix
this
it together
yeah,
with the
mix
whisk.
all the dry ingredients together. I will prepare all the other ingredients. Like I have chosen cauliflower and I have chosen some potatoes.
Yep.
I have actually cooked them
Okay.
beforehand.
Yep, they're
So
already
that
cooked.
way, when you know your family's arriving, your friends are arriving, pre-cooked, it's simply
So fast.
going to be so fast.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought, about it. Now, I grew up with curry leaves as well.
Yeah.
So have a smell of that.
Oh, so strong and pungent. Oh, it's so
Isn't
nice.
it? Yeah. So you can just break some of these.
Yeah, and put
just
that in
throw
here?
it in there. Yeah, absolutely.
wow.
Because what you'll find when you actually bite into each one of these, and you will find the curry leaf in there and
Yeah,
the flavor,
flavour.
just
Oh,
like
wow.
the fragrance just now, and you
Just
will
smelling
find
it on its
pop.
own was amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So as you're mixing that, let's just add some water to it. Okay. So this here, the rule of thumb is you want a batter like a mixture that is slightly runny but not overly runny.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just
Has
keep
to be the
going.
right consistency.
Yeah, right consistency. So sometime it's like my mother never followed a recipe, and I'm very similar to that, really.
Yeah,
So I'll
just go
hold
by
it and you
feel.
go.
Yeah.
Go. How's your muscles going?
Give it a bit of a workout.
No need
It's
to go
all-
for gym today.
No.
Yeah, this is good.
I can eat more pakora then.
Absolutely. Okay.
Is that a good consistency for
Yep,
you?
it's looking really
Yeah.
good. We might just add a little bit. Hey guys, you're ready
Just
for
to say
pakoras,
hello.
are you? And hello back to you. Yeah, here you go. So just a little bit more, little drop. There we have it.
Give it a good mix.
And then to that, we could actually even add some coriander.
Okay.
If you wanted to,
Yeah.
because that's really
I love
great
coriander.
flavor. Often they would not add anything in that batter.
as it is.
Yeah, it'll be as it is and just few flavorings, And I have also added a little bit of salt in there.
Okay.
But again, it's your preference though. Yeah. And then pakora, definitely with onions.
Yeah.
So they will have some chopped onions. So I have chosen some
onions.
red onions in there. So we'll just do a little bit of that. How is it going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sticky.
And then along the way, my mother used to make a paste of onion, ginger, garlic, and turmeric.
Yeah, the
Shall
whole
I
trinity.
add a little bit of that in there?
okay.
I brought my own
Your secret
yeah,
spice.
secret
Yeah, your little sauce.
from the freezer. So
Yeah.
quite often I put it in the freezer,
Have it in
So here we
advance.
go. So a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and some chili.
Yeah, I like chili. Why not?
Excellent. Here we have it.
Nice.
Let's get cracking
Whoa,
now.
look at that colour.
And I'm gonna break apart these potatoes in there too. And the oil is
Starting to heat up.
starting to heat up.
Yeah.
About 180 degrees, Yeah. And the cauliflower you can just do as you wish.
Yeah. So you can add whatever veggies you want.
Whatever you like. Yeah. You can make it as green as, Okay, I did see a spoon here, or quite often my mother used to just use her hand,
Yeah.
just to add it in there. But look, I'm going to use one of these spoons, and then I might use another one. Improvisation, yeah? So here we go. So let's try. Now, shall we check and see if this is ready?
Yeah.
Just by adding a little
bit
drop to
just
it.
to see if it sizzles.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Absolutely perfect.
It's nice and hot.
Okay. Here we have it.
Oh, wow.
Woohoo!
Look at that go.
Now that sizzle definitely
good
is a
sound.
childhood memory.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm sure you walk around the kitchen and you just hear that and smell it.
And this was also one of the dishes was so easy to create for my mother.
Yeah.
She never turned away anyone from, when they came to our home hungry. She
Yeah.
never turned them away.
Yeah.
So she will always whip up something. And she always had the basin flour in her pantry.
It's a staple, I suppose.
Yeah. Woohoo! Very hot to touch.
Oh, it looks a bit warm.
Very hot.
Wow, look at
goodness.
that. It's all nice and fluffy inside.
Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Oh, it looks so good.
Okay.
Right.
Now, it's
gonna have a
time.
taste.
It's time.
I'm excited to try this.
But it's very hot.
All right,
Don't burn yourself.
Don't burn myself.
Don't
Try
burn
not
yourself.
to.
Yep. This is what used to be when Mum used to make it, and we said the first one is mine.
Oh, you're
the
fighting
first one
the
comes
first-
up. We
the
used to
first
fight.
batch.
9 of us. Of course, we had to fight.
Yeah. What would you say in Malaysia?
It was fun though.
What's the Malaysian word
Yep.
for let's eat?
Let's eat. Makan.
Makan.
Yeah,
makan.
makan. Yeah.
Okay, let's eat.
Okay, makan. Yep.
Oh, it's nice. Have some of that sauce.
Yum yum.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
I can taste all the herbs and the coriander, and the sauce is so good. Such a nice kick to it.
Isn't it amazing? And the crunch from the batter.
Yeah. It's nice and fluffy inside, like you said as well.
And the vegetables didn't take long.
You don't even notice the veggies.
Like the children more.
Yeah, the children will love this. Oh, thank you so much, Sarj.
You're welcome.
And I'm looking forward to sitting down with your friends and family and enjoying a bit of a Malaysian feast.
Can't wait. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's make some more. Thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Culture. Don't forget to follow us on social media for all the latest news and recipes.
My pleasure.